Yeah, this is more my thing.
Are you back to playing Spelunker?
No. Yeah, this is more my thing. I love classic arcade games. Granted, Spelunker was a coin op, but I didn't really play it all that much. I only saw this game once out in the wild, and that was up at Cedar Point, up in Sandusky,
I
Ohio.
also. Oh, sadly, I have to also go. It is midnight. Sorry.
Hey, it's all right, man.
Alright.
All right, you have a good night. Hello. Well, as you might see from the stream, I am playing a racing game that has yet to hit the United States. It's the Sega Ages home port of Virtua Racing.
Okay.
It was released in the arcades in 1993, and it was butchered when ported to the Sega Genesis.
So,
Well, because something like this you can't port to the Sega Genesis. At least not very well.
Sega Genesis didn't have anything to do with 3D, or did, or what?
Well, it's a 3D game and it runs very, very, very fast. Polygon games were kind of a new thing at the time. But yeah, the one time I saw this out in the wild, it was set up as a four-player mega cabinet, a four-player sit-down mega cabinet with 5 screens. One screen for each player, and one screen above all the other ones that constantly switched to that switched to replay cams of each player, like every couple of seconds you'll switch to another one, kind of like a commentary camera. It was really cool to look at. Yeah, no way was I gonna make it. With the checkpoint system and the time limits that you have, if you're not in the top 3 by the time you hit the final lap, you're not gonna make it.
Left course by wheel and step on gas pedal.
Icy Curves, this is Virtua Racing. It was released on the Japanese eShop store for the Nintendo Switch. Now I was able to get it with a points card. That and a separate Japanese profile, which allows me access to the eShop. I'm not sure when this is going to be released in the United States, but it's looks like a Mario Kart clone. I'm not sure what the inspiration was when Sega's AM2 division put this together. I do know that this was pretty groundbreaking at the time, just in terms of pushing hardware and new technology.
Oh, wait, I'm now confused. Why did you bring a Mario Kart clone?
I don't know. Icy Curves in the chat brought it up. It said it looks like a Mario Kart clone. There wasn't a whole lot of games to compare it to back then. I mean, I don't know if Ridge Racer was out yet.
I'm staring at this and going, what? I don't see how you get Mario Kart out of this. It's because they're not using items to whack each other.
This is very, very true. I am hyped for the new Sonic Racing game.
Are you really?
Icy Curves in the chat.
Okay. I want to know why.
What? That's a good question. Why are you hyped for the new Sonic Racing game? Team Sonic. Now will this be a kart racing type of game, or will it be like Sonic R, where everybody's running?
No, it is car. I've seen things of it. It's car racing, but you're split into teams. Yeah,
Also,
Sonic,
it's
Tails,
like
and Knuckles are together.
So it's like Mario Kart Double Dash.
I need to double check on that. I don't think you drive together. It's just that they refer to groups of 3s as teams.
Ah. And now that I have adjusted the volumes, I can now hear you all better. Virtual Racing also had another groundbreaking feature. The ability to switch between different viewpoints. Feels like real-life driving. That was their aim. They were trying to go for the realistic approach. And granted, yes, it's a lot of flat shaded polygons, it's still pretty fast and furious, just like real Formula 1 racing.
Okay. I didn't expect to find that out.
Mm.
Your racers is, yes, they kept one of the people from one of your villains from Sonic Lost Worlds as one of your drivers and teammates.
Oh.
And yes, this one, even though this one comes off as more kart racing, it's a little more kart racing.
Look at that basic CGI.
No! That CGI. Yeah, well. Yeah, but it's basic enough that doesn't make me want to go, what is wrong with you? Because if it was more in the style of like Escape from a Guy, I would go, ah, this looks hideous. Got your hat.
I threw my hat.
You got some powerful arm to throw your head that high and that far.
And that slowly. So yeah, what do you think, Wheel Girl? Do you think you could be a Formula 1 racer?
Let me answer with this. I suck at all things that are truly driving.
Even when it comes to driving the little Jeep in Borderlands?
That's not as hard, but things that actually act more like actual driving, like Grand Theft Auto 5, I can't do this for shit. So yeah, a racing game that's trying to act realistic is a hell no.
Borderlands is so overrated. It kinda is. Hell, I fell out of favor with it a couple of years ago.
I like it. I love it.
It's got its ups and downs, but at the same time, it got boring for me.
That's you. Most people love it enough that, yes, having a third one is a big deal.
This is true. I am not most people. I'm the weirdo that likes old school gaming. Much like Virtua Racing here.
But I still question for myself that proves, yes, the Telltale game is canon to the entire series. Yay! Yeah, Ready Paper can put a cork in it and shut up. But I believe Gearbox as a whole, most of the time is pretty pure. Just that, yeah, Colonial Marine was a disaster, and I still don't know for 100% sure if I can truly blame Gearbox for Nukem Forever, because I don't know what state they received it in. then you're not playing some of the right games, dude.
Oh, wow.
Is there a problem? Reese,
I think there might be a problem.
why?
I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there is a humongous audio distortion issue. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it sounds perfect coming out of the stream. I was crazy enough to actually get an online match. So you're hearing it too, Icy Curves. The audio's glitched.
Your game's audio's weird. Because I can hear you. I checked it. Your voice sounds fine. But
The game is game is lagging as fuck as well. I'm glad someone else sees that. I'm hoping that when this game actually does get ported to the States, they actually fix the bugs. Maybe that's why it hasn't been released here yet.
You mean on Virtual Console, right?
Well, it's already been released on the eShop.
You mean eShop USA?
Japan.
Okay, my point still stands because in changing things. And I see, yeah. And Bob 76 were games I was not referring to when I said unless we're not playing the right games.
I'm sorry, my attention was focused elsewhere. Japan gets early alpha. Yeah, I agree. You know what? As long as my voice is coming out pretty clear, then I'm not totally worried.
Game, not you.
It's taken me this long just to get the hang of the lags and audio spikes and just overall the lag. Controller lag, the match lag.
When these count for in your concept of modern?
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
I'm not asking you, we're asking for some chat.
Ah, okay. My bad.
Well, for me, I like someone's. I like to 7 billion people. Peacock. Return of the if you want to go for one of the major companies, I would say the Yakuza series.
Well, folks, that is Virtua Racing, and that is probably why we haven't seen it stateside yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was thinking, and you